The Inheritance Exhibition 2022.
Hey everyone, and thank you for joining me for this, my final exhibition as part of my degree. The exhibition's all ready to run. We've actually got private view this afternoon, so that's very exciting. The exhibition itself consists of work from throughout my degree, but also my final pieces, which I've entitled Inheritance. This is based on my grandmothers and the kind of creativity that they've given me and I've inherited from them. It's a very female perspective. Usually it's, when you think of inheritance, it's money or belongings and generally come down the male line. In my family in particular, it's creativity and craft skill and art skills that have come down right from great-great-grandmothers right the way through. So my work's been based around that. It was originally inspired by some corn dollies that I was actually left. A chap that I vaguely know, not very well, his grandmother died sadly and he didn't know what to do with them, so he said I could have them, which was a great honour. And they've kind of inspired the way I've worked this project, taking traditional crafts but reusing them in new ways and taking them into the future, hopefully, to help preserve them.
I thought with this video that I'd give you a bit of a tour around the actual exhibition itself. My exhibition opened on May the 11th. It was quite a good evening, relatively busy, lots of people arriving throughout the evening really. It went on for quite some time. It was great to get to chat to people in person and explain my work and my working method with them. And there was quite a wide age range that came along to have a look, which was lovely. So here's a quick look around the actual exhibition room itself. It's quite brightly lit, nice white walls, plenty of hanging space available. There's also a good range of plinths and tables. As this is my last degree exhibition, I decided to show a range of items from across my degree journey, starting in this corner with some vessels. In particular, I wanted to show these bark wrapped vessels. They were the first time that I'd really used plants in my work, so I thought they were particularly important to include. Then we have some of my eco prints, which I know were very popular last year when I showed them. In the next corner, I have the interwoven sample, the Seeds of Knowledge hanging, and the growth bowl. Last time I hung the Seeds of Knowledge hanging, I hung it in the middle of the room, but it cast such great shadows on the wall that I decided to move it into the corner this time. Coming round, we then approach the new work, like the resilience tree shown here. This I've placed on quite a high plinth so the children at the school can be kind of eye level with it and examine it quite closely. I felt it was very important for them to be able to get in really close to see the knots that are on the branches of the tree to gain the true meaning of the hope and resilience that this tree represents. Coming around a bit further, there's the Posy of Secrets. This panel again is mounted at quite an eye level height for the children to be able to really get in close to the detail and read what's on the little bits of paper that are woven through the panel. Moving round a little more, we have the creative roots hanging. I purposely hung this in the opposite corner from the Seeds of Knowledge hanging so they didn't interfere with each other, and also from the doorway it kind of balances the room. We then come on to the 5 Generations pieces. I've actually hung these in the exhibition in the order of the photograph. So we have Nanny Max, then my mother's, then me, then Nanny Peggy, and lastly Nanny Williams. This made sense when you put it together with the photograph on the wall so people can identify each piece easily, as they are so similar and family-like. As well as my own works, I'm also showing the work carried out by my students, the 2 dresses that they made as part of the Recycled Fashion Challenge, Lady of the Sea and Born to be Shot. This is the bringing together of the 2 projects into one space and shows the continuous cycle of passing on skills to the next generation. In the middle of the room, I've placed a tiered table and filled it with samples, particularly the woven forms that I made, and also some examples of cordage made from other things other than natural materials. These have been popular with the children as they pick them up and play with them. By the exit door there's my comments book, which has been well used, which is great because that's something that I can keep for the future and refer back to. It's wonderful to have feedback. As well as my physical exhibition, I've also been holding an exhibition online using Instagram and Facebook. This has meant I've been posting a video every night for 2 weeks. All the videos are on my Instagram feed at Julie Hooker Textiles. Running it on a social media platform means that people can dip in and out. Bite-sized pieces make it much more digestible and stops people getting bored watching the videos. I've also picked up quite a lot of new followers, which is fantastic for the future. It's been a lot of extra work, but I think worth it.